Did you know that if you were born a woman and you bleed, that happens, what, roughly 40-ish years? And so that's close to 500 periods that you get within your lifetime. Wow. So with that being said, we need to begin to learn how to work with our periods. And not to get off on a tangent, but we were told from a very young age, and our mothers were told, and on and on and on and on. So it's this hereditary, or not this hereditary, this hereditary and this societal norm of hating your period and thinking of it as bad, when it's not really your menstrual cycle or your period that is bad. It is really an indicator. It's a very good indicator for you. And so one of the reasons why women have this war, I guess, with their periods is because it interferes with a lot of things, or they think it interferes. Well, the thing is that during your period, it's meant for you to relax. It's meant for you to go inward. And we get frustrated because our body wants to do this, but our outside world is not letting us or allowing us, or we're not allowing ourselves to do this. And because we don't honor these natural cycles, and it's not just the period, you have certain cycles that I'll go over as well. But because we are not honoring and not connected to our own internal cycles, that can cause burnout, overwhelm, anxiety, menstrual problems. I know many women who have menstrual problems, either severely heavy bleeds or other reproductive issues. And so that's another reason to turn inward and to track your menstrual cycle and your periods. So one of the things that I've been passionate about is tracking with the moon. And you can also track your period, which will bring you so much more clarity into your body, how you work, and it helps you to tune into your creativity. It'll help you to even just love your body and appreciate your body a lot more as well. And so this thing with the moon and your cycles is they're very similar. So sometimes some women cycle with the moon. So for instance, at the new moon, when that's typically dark moon, new moon is when a lot of women will have their periods. And then after that comes the waxing part of the moon. And this is like the part of your period where, like, you're starting to get more estrogen in, you're starting to feel a lot better. And then the full moon is, for a lot of women, ovulation. And then your energy starts to kind of go down from there. So just like the moon waxes and wanes, so do we as women. And we have a time where we are shining really bright, and we have a time where we need to kind of dim ourselves a little bit. And when we are out of rhythm with this, that is when frustration sets in. That is when push and strive and pulling starts to come in. So this is why it's so important for women to track their own natural cycles, whether it's with your period or with the moon. And each phase of your period, just like the moon, holds certain wisdom and knowledge and information there for you to glean. And then once you start to track your period for a certain amount of time, which is roughly, I would say, like 3 months, because it might take you a little bit to start to see a pattern there, then that's like where the fun stuff happens. You're like, oh my gosh, I've noticed that, when I'm ovulating, that I am super on point. I've been going out, I've been doing things with friends lately, or during the dark moon, that's when I've been a little more irritable. And so you'll find different things out about yourself. You'll be more aware of your feelings and your emotions, and you'll build a deeper and a stronger trust within yourself, along with setting boundaries for yourself and also helping with any menstrual problems that you might be having as well. That's a big thing for it, is that tracking these cycles within you and tracking your period will also help you with any difficulties that you may be having. Because your period, however it comes up, it's trying to tell you something, and you can tell a lot by how your period is, and if you have a lot of PMS symptoms, or maybe you're skipping periods. So I'm encouraging everyone to track their periods, and I will have something on my website for you that is very easy and will allow you to track your periods if you are menstruating, or track the moon if you're not menstruating, if you are premenopausal, menopausal, postmenopausal, or maybe are taking a contraceptive that makes you not have your period. Or you can also track your period and the moon at the same time, and see how your period syncs up with the moon. So with the energies of the moon and the energies of your period, with your hormones and how they wax and wane. So very interesting, very insightful, and such an easy tool that once you start tracking, things again start to make sense. You start to get more appreciation for yourself. You start to flow just so much more easy and effortless.